Cleveland Browns themed design that he can offer to his direct market out there in Cleveland, since they're going to be doing the opening game season out there. So with that being said, I came back with the concept of using the original mascot of the Cleveland Browns, which is a little elf, modernizing him completely to the point where I gave him dope kicks, I gave him earrings, I tore his jeans up, gave him a Gucci belt, sunglasses, even gave him a bulldog next to him. I came up with that sketch, showed that to Mike, he was like, this is dope. So I went ahead, did the outlining for it, colored it in, added a big orange C behind it, and that's how I got this baby. So I'm gonna get this artwork over to Mike, he's gonna order some Supa Color transfers, press some garments, and then we'll see where it goes from there.
YOU2, it's your boy.
YOU2.
YOU2, it's your boy Mike. YOU2, it's your boy Mike T's back at you with another video.
Yo, welcome to Grizzly Print Families. Here we started off with black tees that look like this. We converted them to this, which is black tees with bleach on them that we left in the sun. And they turned out fire like this.
So like E just said, we basically converted the t-shirts, the black gilded t-shirts, into a one-of-a-kind custom like this. As you can see, I used the Supa Color logo that I got done. Shout out to Creative Serg for that. And I actually put it on the shirt to give it some dimension, some extra added value. So this way, instead of charging just $25 a shirt, I can bump that up a little bit just for the tie-dye processing alone, which was used with bleach in the sun. Once again, to activate the bleach. We left it there for about 15 to 20 minutes. Then we rinsed it several times, washed it, and this is what we came up with. So recently I did a collaboration with Supa Color, aka the Creative Serg. I had hit him up in the inbox asking him if he could help me out with a logo. So the C that you see in this actual clip of the video and the logo that I'm using for the backs and for also hat pieces was created by Creative Serg. Shout out to Supa Color. I greatly appreciate you guys, and Supa Color is definitely helping me make it. Go ahead and purchase yourself some today via Heat Transfer Warehouse or Supa Color. Pressed up one of the Browns jerseys. Once again, it came out fuego, and we'll catch that at the end of this video. But now I'm going to take you through step by step and show you exactly what it was that he's doing as we are preparing for the Hall of Fame game. I believe, and it's going to be a big one, y'all. Shout out to the NFL, shout out to the Hall of Fame. So we're going to take the same actually bleach tie-dye shirts, and I had a couple of different variations due to the different brands. Hanes was okay. George, to me, I'm going to say the best one is the Comfort Wash. If you can find any Comfort Washes, go with those and tie-dye those, especially if it's a darker color. So now we're going to head on over to the heat press. right beside your E. My heat press is at 320 degrees and we're pressing for 15 seconds. So basically I'm just measuring my flaps, pre-measuring, or my shoulders or arms, however you like to call it. And my shirt's gonna be a little bit different than the one that you just saw. So we're going for a corner, a left corner chest hit. Typically you still want this 4 inches away from the collar or about 7 inches from the top of this seam all the way down. And it's a little bit longer, so I can't really go too far this way or it'll be up underneath the armpit. We do not want that. Go down just a hair bit more. Right there. Perfect. Just double, triple check it and make sure everything's placed where I want it to be. Don't be afraid to adjust, people. Put it exactly where you want it. And triple check as many times as often. So I'm cutting off of the gang sheet and typically leaving the bigger C for around the back. And then these for chest hits or hat hits, just depending on how I want to do it. So this is either a front chest or this is the front chest. Or the back shot, I should say. Anyhow, I had a couple people tell me that I should put this on the front of the shirt. So maybe we'll throw one on the front of a shirt. James Nathaniel Brown, born February 17th, 1936. And lived through May 18, 2023, was an American football fullback, civil rights activist, and an actor. He played for the Cleveland Browns of the National Football League from 1957 through 1965. Considered to be one of the greatest running backs of all time, as well one of the greatest players in the NFL history. Brown was a Pro Bowl invitee every season he was in the league, and recognized as AP NFL Most Valuable Player. He also was known as the greatest professional football player ever to go down in history. Salute to you once again, Jim Brown. Also, at the time while I'm making this video, I have to say, rest in peace to Jim Brown. Jim Brown was a major staple to the Browns, and he held the Browns. If you don't know who Jim Brown is, do your due diligence. Go research. He's been in countless movies. He's always been a local hometown hero to us. And I'm pretty sure a hero to those out there that's watched and followed his journey, aka his legacy. Comfortable with that? As you guys recently know, we are going by Grizzly Customs. I used to just go by Mike T's, but now it's a family affair. As you see, I have all different family members actually working in the business, which is actually awesome. And we're trying to build generational wealth, aka something for the kids down the street, all the way down the street. But personal branding is very important. This way, when you personal brand, it should stand for something. In my case, it stands for my family, the grind, the hustle, and the overall determination to win. But we're going to brand the shirt in the same way with the same colorway, just to tie everything in. I wanted it to be very uniform. You could tear out this tearaway tag if you would like. I just leave it in there. And I'm gonna brand it with my brand right here, making sure that I have this completely onto the platen, no issues. Smooth like butter. There you have it. Once again, to everybody that's in Cleveland, or if you're not in Cleveland and just so happen to be a Browns fan, check out these customs. They're off the hook. And y'all, I'm taking pride in my work. I'm loving what I'm doing. We got the tie-dye factory going on. We got all the family members going on as far as the Grizzly Customs. And, you know, I'm going to have to end it off by saying this. Break the sky with your creativity. Don't let nobody get in the way of what makes you, what makes you great. Those naysayers, the doubters, all those people that said you wouldn't make it, while you're at the top, wave at them while they're smiling, because they're going to be looking below. And they're going to constantly watch your page and follow and see exactly what you do. With all that being said, peace.
So once I had the idea in my head, I'm like, okay, now there's no machine that could do this. There's no machine that could do that. Like, you can't break that machine apart. Like, you can start with just one and make it to 100. Like, yeah, Fractals is gonna be able to do that because that's where I started. I started with a one station 4 color. Like, that's where a lot of us start. I didn't know I was gonna be here 12 years later, like still printing, making a machine. I didn't know I was gonna invent a machine when I first started.
Yeah.
But I got in the machine and was like, dang, this shit it needs to be better. Like, like
that's actually what I was going towards, because now you envisioned it and then you built it, man. Like, you ahead of your time, man. People don't think like that. Some folks do. I'm not gonna say everybody don't think like that, but the majority of people that I've come across, they don't think like that. They don't envision like that. Like, that's genius level. You know what I'm saying? That's something out of the box completely. I'm thinking of screen printing. I'm thinking of grabbing the traditional screen print. You thought of a whole new way to do screen printing. Not just thought of it, you brought it to life with your creation. And, you know, I got to give you your flowers, man. In other words, that's what I'm leading up to, because that's something you just don't see or you don't hear about a lot. Just giving you your flowers.
Period. Not to mention to challenge comfortability, what people are used to. You went above and beyond the average.